Thanks, Johnny. Good evening, everyone. I really didn't expect to be standing up here tonight, but because I was going to have the year off, but here I am. At the beginning of the year, Steve said to me, "We've got something special here, something to build for the future." And I didn't really understand what he was saying because I didn't put together the history of these particular bunch of young men until we had our first coaches meeting. The boys had arrived from last year as national champions in the under 13 grade. There was an influx of new boys. 2 teams were required. Trial had to be had. And a blending in of boys from last year's champion team and new boys into the school was difficult. But it was only achieved through the efforts of Steve Hart and more especially Hamish McCombie, who is not here tonight. He's away skiing. We've taken all the Eastside boys. Now Hamish is the executive officer here. And there's not many schools in New Zealand, I put it to you, that would have their executive officer train a championship winning team and coach a team. And it's down to Hamish in a lot of ways that his contribution, mentoring of the boys, that they succeeded and got to the levels that they did in the end. At the start of the season, we were straight into Section 1. And for the first time, Boys High and St Bede's were in that section. Previously, their under 14 team had gone under 15. And I had the privilege of 2 years ago of coaching the Tim Muir under 14 team, which won the Division 1 championship. But this year, the other 2 schools are back in the team in the competition. So it's a real challenge, and a challenge that we set ourselves to beat those teams and to win the Division 1 grade. We lost 1 game, and that was the first game we played. It was only narrowly, it was right at the end. From then on, the team, and it was a team effort. We had some individual brilliant stars, brilliant rugby players, but it was a combined effort. For instance, we had 7 boys that played league, and in one particular game at half time they all had to leave. So everyone, the rest of the team, all stepped up and we won that game against Boys High School. To beat Boys High School by 97 points, Christchurch Boys High School by 97 points was an outstanding effort. To beat their other team by 80 points gives an indication of the strength of the team. So the combined competition, the best countryside was in that team, Kaiapoi, along with all the top schools. And to win the competition was an outstanding effort. To go down last week to the tournament in Dunedin, where the team beat the South Canterbury rep side, under 14 rep side, by 80 points, gives an indication of this team's ability and the individuals within it. So hopefully we can maintain that momentum next year, and those boys will go on in a few years' time with an ultimate aim to win the UC Championship. We've got the depth, we've got the strength in that team, and plus boys ahead of us and behind us to win that championship, and that will be a real goal for the school to go and the foundation there. So without further ado, Steve's still here? Is he gone? Steve, would you like to come up and just read out the awards? Now, many of our boys are away tonight because they are at Metro or at lead representative training. So, Steve, perhaps if you can just go through the reasons that these players are selected.
Yeah, I just endorse those comments. Hamish McCombie, who's not here tonight, done a fantastic job moulding this group of boys together. Hamish put together these prize winners, and we'll go through them. First award here is for best trainer. Very difficult because all the boys obviously fronted each session and worked really, really hard. For this year is Josh Lennon. Most improved player this year, Neil McKee. The best forward goes to a boy who's performed really well, but increased certainly as a leader as the years gone on, and it is Hingali Mosoati. Our best back for the year didn't start the year as a back, but ended up a back, and scored ridiculous amounts of tries. And it's Richie Tupu Ali. And as Mr. Taylor said, the reason why these boys aren't here tonight is because they are in representative trainers, which will get placed tonight. The Manawa Award for Grit this year goes to Pipa Tuho. Our most valuable player, the MVP award for this year, goes to Matthew Okapati. And our player of the year, who I can speak about in his absence, so no, he's not here. Really, he's quite an outstanding young man. And what he does on the field is just one small part. It's actually a lot of the off-the-field stuff. It's quite incredible. He really developed as a leader this year in some really tricky games where without his leadership capability, the result might not have gone our way. And that's Jack Coulthard.